Leader of the opposition Joseph Harmon has called for the immediate suspension of the use of Russian-made Sputnik vaccine locally. That is, until they can be verified as trustworthy and its source authenticated. The issue of the alleged overpriced and, I quote, illegal, end of quote, purchase of the batch of 200,000 Sputnik COVID vaccines from the United Arab Emirates was raised by the opposition camp in Parliament on Monday. Now, hurling even more allegations at a special press conference on Thursday, Harmon said that some $600 million above market rate was spent in purchasing the Sputnik vaccines via questionable means.
200,000 doses of the Sputnik V vaccines for the sum of $975 million. And that they intended to purchase another 58,000 for $275,964,000. These purchases to be made from one Sheikh Ahmad Al Maktoum.
Harmon said that the above market rate came following calculation using the World Health Organization's WHO guidance. Just last week, the WHO warned against the purchase of overpriced vaccines and substandard COVID products from intermediaries like the United Arab Emirates that was caught selling Sputnik vaccines to Ghana and Pakistan at double the original price. And through investigations by a Norwegian newspaper, Guyana was also named as one of the countries that would have bought the Russian vaccines from the middlemen at a premium. While not questioning the efficacy of the vaccines, Harmon instead questioned the authenticity of the jabs, dubbing it a major public health concern which has placed the lives of thousands at risk. Harmon further alleged that Guyana obtained suspected counterfeit COVID-19 vaccines. As such, the APNU-AFC demanded that its usage be suspended until the PPPC assures that Guyana has secured the proverbial real deal and was not a victim of a bogus transaction.
Guide us with the batch numbers purchased from the Sheikh Al Maktoum, the details of the shipping, including the transshipment, and the conditions under which the vaccines were stored. Also, all importation documents for the said batches.
The opposition leader further questioned the Ministry of Health's Food and Drug Administration's role in authorizing the use of the Sputnik vaccines. Harmon further posited that government falsely gave Guyanese the impression that the Sputnik V was authorized. On Thursday, Dr. Leslie Ramsamy, advisor to the Minister of Health, noted that Guyana made a decision that saving lives was more important than risking people's lives and approved Sputnik V, AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, Pfizer, and other vaccines for use in Guyana. He assured that where it was needed, Guyana utilized other independent scrutiny. In the case of Sputnik V, he said consideration was given not only to the data submitted from clinical trials by Russia, but also the clinical trials done by the Lancet, the British medical journal, one of the most prestigious medical journals in the world. Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccines are presently undergoing WHO approval and is expected to receive approval within months. While not denying the investigative newspaper report or the highly scrutinized vaccine purchase, Vice President Baro Dagdiu said that government will not be derailed in their efforts to vaccinate the adult population against the COVID enemy. He did admit, however, that it was purchased at a somewhat hefty cost, initially since the aim was to procure vaccine for the citizens of Guyana at any cost. However, a slightly cheaper source in Europe is currently being explored.
Nobody's selling now the vaccine. That's the problem. Nobody is selling. We tried several times through the US to get the AstraZeneca that they were not using, any other. Our people, we can't be nitpicking about a few dollars when our people's lives are at stake. We have to, if that's the only source, we have to buy it. Our people.
The Ministry of Health has maintained that it has followed the standard operating procedures for procurement of all vaccines. Last November, a team led by Sheikh Ahmed Al Mukduma Al Maktoum from the United Arab Emirates came on a 3-day visit to Guyana. No other information but that investments from the United Arab Emirates will be made in the country was divulged following the visit. Amel Griffith for the HTP Nightly News.